Jalel Ghayaza, the founder and owner of Delice. The name of the company is Delice, coming from delicious in French. And then I did set up the company 10 years ago in 2004. The concept initially to start is I brought the sweets which are made in my country, Tunisia, which were made by my mother and grandmothers and neighbors and family. And I give it an important added value to these sweets, which are improving the ingredients, modernize it, and then adding an important added value, which is packaging and the way we do marketing. From day one, I decided Delice to be an upmarket product. So when we talk about upmarket, it is the full right of all our high-end customers when they come every week. They will be asking about something new. So to be innovative and to have all the time a new range of product, it's very important. Second, my belief, when you have a quality of sweets and chocolates, and then top quality packaging, and then on the top of that, outstanding quality of service. And this is the expectations. Those are the expectations of any high-end consumer when they want something, when in 5 minutes they spend 15, 20,000 US dollars and some chocolate, it is their full right to say, I want my delivery to be done today. With Delice, whatever other chocolatier needs a month to do it, Delice do it in 24 hours. And that's a huge difference between Delice and other competitors. It's a long story how I came to the UAE. 1982, we are talking about 32 years ago. I used to be a student and an international handball player. 1982, I have been recruited to be professional in Qatar, where I spent 5 years as professional handball player. And then I started my first business in Iranian caviar, manufacturing and exporting in 1987, expanding after that to other delicatessen. In 1994, Qatar became too small for me as a market. I decided 1994, 20 years ago, to move to Dubai. In fact, I never have been employee in my life. Since at all time, I do have this mentality and attitude of a leader as a handball player. And when I stopped playing handball, I started my own business. So at all time, I was an entrepreneur. Obviously, I didn't have any education related to business, neither in marketing, nor in finance, nor in manufacturing. And that's why it takes me time to learn about business. Certainly a lot of up and downs. At the end of the day, whatever I learned in previous experience, I did put it in Delice 10 years ago, and apparently it worked and it became a success story. It's very difficult to talk about business plan when we don't have any capital in hands. In fact, the business I used to have in FMCG with multinationals before Delice was not going very well, so I had no other choice 10 years ago to have this idea to start Delice. So purely and simply, I went to the bank and I borrowed 100,000 dirhams to start. Delice today is over $10 million turnover. In my opinion, successful business, to be successful, a new business to be successful, we have to come with something new. We have to find out which gaps are in the market, and then we try to accommodate our concept according to the demand. So I saw a great potential initially for the Tunisian sweets. I noticed as well there are big brands and international brands of chocolates, for example, available, but the packaging, it's lacking. And that's how my forecast was in the right place. As my first business was in the most expensive food in the world, which is Iranian caviar, so the sense of luxury items and luxury food, I got used to it from the beginning of the business 25 years ago. In addition to all what I learned from the multinationals which I was representing, such as Barilla Pasta, #1 pasta in the world, my own brand of olive oil, which used to be called Najla, Sweet and Low, the worldwide leader as a sugar substitute. So I learned quite a lot from these multinationals which I was representing in my previous business, in terms of market penetration, in terms of try to find out the needs of the market, even if it is a niche market, in terms of creating the demand, in terms of marketing, in terms of packaging. So that definitely, my previous experience has helped me a lot, but still I'm learning every day until now. The big challenge to start 100,000 dirhams, hardly you can buy a motorcycle with it. But opening a production facility and offices and a shop, it was not an easy job. The big challenge was 8 months to make survive Delice for 8 months until we got our first contract with Medina Jumeirah to buy from us 12,000 boxes of welcome rooms amenities per month. And at that time, Delice had just 4 employees. So I had no other choice to increase it to 18 employees in 72 hours. My belief, when we talk about quality, we talk about upmarket, high-end product. Everything starts when it comes to food stuff, it starts from selecting the highest quality of raw material worldwide. And this is what we use in Delice, and that's highest quality of raw material. In addition to, we invested a lot in the know-how of processing. So I do bring at least 3 to 4 times worldwide celebrities, chefs, pastry chefs, who come here to give us training for a few days until 1 week training, so to update and to improve our product all the time. Meanwhile, we have an excellent production team, as well as a team who's very creative to come with new packaging material. Worldwide, if you go to the most famous chocolatier in Paris and London, wherever, you will never find the choices in packaging which Delice is offering. That means we got more than 420 different packaging, and our customer has the choice to select any of 11 colors of boxes at all time available. That's the big luxury that we are offering to our very demanding customers. I think Delice has reached an important maturity in the UAE as well as the Middle East market. Now, it's a big time to be more international, and that's a development. So, to start with, middle of April, we will open our first franchise in Yerevan, the capital of Armenia. By the end of April, we will open the second franchise at the Ritz-Carlton, the toppest five-star hotels in Bahrain. And we are preparing, we have been invited by the #1 very famous, the most famous chocolate room in the world, which is Harrods. In Harrods, there are only 5 brands of chocolates which are the best in the world, and Delice will be part of the 5 top brands. We are aiming at having our product in London latest by end of April as well. So I'm quite sure with this development, what happened the last few months, I am expecting an important, even high demand to develop more franchises worldwide, thanks to the brand awareness and would be the successful launch of Delice in Harrods. My biggest advice, it's a good question, to start with in an incredible city like Dubai. An entrepreneur has to be very strong financially. And for me, strong financially, that means an entrepreneur should have at least a capital which cover the expenses of his business for the first 2 years. Meanwhile, it's important to have a very conservative business plan, and even to think that during 2 years he may not have enough business, so he must have enough capital to cover the expenses. Number 3, when you look at the city and what incredibly what the leaders in Dubai and the government did is from nothing they did something. What was Dubai 10 years ago and what is Dubai now? So Dubai is about making things happen. So somebody came, an entrepreneur coming with new ideas. It has to be innovative, it has to be something unique, and the person has to work hard, very hard at the beginning. For the first 6 years of Delice, my average working hours were from 8 o'clock in the morning till midnight, 7 days a week. My first 1 week holidays, I took it after 6 years of Delice, after being established. So this is what I do recommend to any new entrepreneur with a new business, come with something unique. Even if you come with existing concept, you need to have an added value to the existing what there is in the market, and then hardworking and then financially strong.